Hey there, folks. It's Gabe. Aki, say hello. Aki. She's preoccupied. Uh, there she is. Aki, say hello. She's playing hard to get. So, those who don't know, it's Aki, my emotional support dog. Right. Yeah, that's my service dog. Um, she's been here for me for the past month. So today makes a month, or marks a month, I should say, of the day that my wife left. And I wanted to fill you guys in on where I'm at today. So, lots of prayer. Um, I have I've had to take a personal inventory of everything that's going on and make a checklist of positive attributes and negative attributes. And I have been each day focusing on the positives and telling myself that I am a good person and I deserve to be here. That I am who God wants me to be and build on my relationship with God. And I've also had to do some deep, dark research into my past and figure out why I act or react the way that I do. So let's recap what I've done. I have wanted to get myself out of my comfort zone, so I have taken Kyle McGraw. I started a boxing class. I work out every day. I have a nutritionist that set me up a nutrition plan. Today marks 28 pounds that I have lost. I've gotten in incredible shape. I have a goal to get to 200 by my birthday in June. I've signed up for a Warrior Dash in March. Let's see, I signed up for a weight loss challenge. I have started my application to become a Mason. Um, and I've decided to become a hot yoga instructor because yoga is fucking amazing. Um, and I just kind of wanted to take a second because a lot of my posts are of me crying and emotional and distraught and trying to just share raw emotion to get y'all to understand that people go through some hard shit in life and you can get through it. How have I gotten through it? Prayer is how I've gotten through it. So where else are we today? Well, my wife and I are talking. We're speaking. Um, I'm working on me, and she's working on her. We love each other immensely, and she's not willing to give up on me, and she's not willing to throw in the towel yet. But she is moving out. Um, I don't know how long that's going to be. I don't have any control in this situation, which is why I'm sending this video. I have to continue to work on me, and she has to work on her, and hopefully we can come in the middle and meet again, but maybe as healthy human beings this time, because we have definitely not been healthy in the past. And what I say is, we weren't physical. We have a great marriage, but I I couldn't let go of a lot of things. My PTSD was affecting me. My alcoholism. So was I drinking? No. But was I living? Absolutely not. I failed to live after my sobriety. I didn't know what to do. I lost myself. I started shutting her out, but not intentionally, and I didn't realize I was doing it. But I lost her trust. I lost my personality. I lost my sense of humor. Um, I became a different person, and you don't realize that you're doing this, just like you don't realize you're becoming an alcoholic. And so I have had to spend a lot of time with myself, with my dog, alone, and strange things started happening. God has been working on me. God's putting people in front of me. I can't really articulate everything that's really happening, but I know that I'm on the right path each and every day because I meet somebody new and they tell me it, or I get a phone call from somebody I haven't talked to in years, or I have people coming over to my house, or I have people hitting me up at the gym, or I have people reaching out to me and asking me, one, if I'm okay, but two, how do you do it? How do you put yourself out there? How do you become so um how do you go from being so broken and to becoming somebody that can sit here and talk and share all this? And the easiest thing I can say is I made a promise to God when I asked him to come into my life that I would share my story. And at first I didn't think I had a story, and now I realize that I do. And what I've realized during all this whole thing and becoming a man, I'm always talking about man. I started a group called Man Up, right? And it's to break down the stigma of what a man is. You know, um, it's not to be big, bad, and tough, and to fight for our country and to fight for our women and to stand up against bullies and to stand up against right and wrong and to never show weakness and to never show emotion or it's really none of that. It's actually quite the opposite. It's about being able to show emotion. It's about being able to admit your weaknesses. It's about being able to let people in. It's about being able to love. It's about being able to hug and tell people that you love them. It's about being able to smile, you know, to being able to laugh. It's about just being a good human being. And somewhere along the lines, I lost that. I was all of that at one point, and life, society, kind of takes it away from you. And I've been searching for it, not really knowing where to find it. And you find it from within is where you find it. And I I'm in a good place today. Obviously, I miss my wife. I miss my older daughter, who we're still not speaking. Just breaks my heart. And some of that may have to do with me, but some of that has to do with her. Um, and this journey's been about setting personal boundaries with everybody, and realizing what I can fix and what I can't fix, and what I can control and what I can't control. And really, all I can do is fix me, and I can only control my thoughts and my routine. And so, what have I done? I've changed my routine too. I get up at 5:30 every morning. I go to the gym. I go take new things. I go do new things. I go sign up for new things. I've decided to become a yoga instructor. Why? Why not? I mean, I fucking love it. So, man, I kind of want to be seen in hot pants, believe it or not, or yoga pants. So, I don't know. Maybe that's weird. Maybe it's not. Silkies are next, but that's only for the special someone in my life should we ever decide to talk again. Um, I've got to keep shit real and I've got to keep it funny. You know, my journey with God, I've been conflicted about, man, can I cuss? Can I be myself? You know, can I talk about, sex and, other shit, drinking, cussing, fucking everything else, and be a Christian and have a relationship with God? And I believe the answer is yes. So I'm on here to try to help people. And you're either going to like what I have to say or you're not going to like what I have to say. But ultimately, I'm going to live my life for God by being a good man, a better man, and living the life that I feel that He wants me to live. And that has nothing to do with anyone else. And everybody else can eat a bag of dicks. You know, I've been eating better. I've been focused on just anything that can make me whole again. And I've been watching a lot of videos, motivational videos. David Goggins. I'm kind of back to adopting his way of life and some of his concepts because I really identify with that guy. I've been watching stuff on Hinduism and the different religions, not because I want to participate in any of that, because understanding other religions helps me to understand Christianity and just history. I mean, it's part of what I'm studying, and to become a Mason is history and the true history, not the bullshit that somebody interprets in the book. That you read that's called history. So I said here today a better person and a happier person because I've had to really get in touch with it. And the one thing I've learned is that I haven't really been a man because I have been man, it's hard for me to even say.
Uh, I have put on this or built up this personal persona of what a man is in my mind because I didn't have a dad. I didn't have anybody to look up to. And I've always thought that I was confident. I've been called arrogant. I've been called full of myself. I've been called cocky. I've always had a swagger about me. And I have pretty much faked that. What I realize is that I'm an insecure person. And mentally, as far as being able to love, mentally, emotionally, I'm an 8-year old. I'm stuck at 8. And I'm insecure because a lot of people left me. I was treated badly. My dad left. Um, I needed to say something. I don't blame my father and I don't blame my mother for my upbringing. I think they did the best that they can. And I think a lot of people can go through what I've gone through in my life and blame their parents or they blame society or they blame everybody else. And really we have a choice as we get older how we react to our past. And I've chose to dive into it, decompartmentalize it, relive it, dissect it, chew it up, and spit it back out. And I'm trying to not be an 8-year-old boy anymore. I'm trying to take away the impact of all that had in my life and realize I don't need to walk around and be angry. I don't need to, live out this fictional character that I built up in my mind because that's what I did. I need to let go of my negative self-image and rebuild my self-image into something that's positive and true. And that means taking my heart from behind the wall that it once was and putting it back on my chest and leading with my heart. And nobody has the power to hurt me except for God. And I've really taken that into consideration and let that be my driving force. I'm smiling, I'm telling people hi, I'm listening to people. I've put myself out there. I allow people to see me vulnerable and weak because that's what I am inside, really. I mean, I am vulnerable, I'm weak, and, I get my feelings hurt just like anyone else. Because I got to do it to the world, but I got to be able to show my family too that hey man, I'm human, and I don't have to be the punisher. I don't have to go hold everybody accountable for everything that's done because really God's supposed to hold them accountable and I'm supposed to hold myself accountable. And so I guess today what I want to get across is that, I think a lot of us are scarred by our past, and I think a lot of men are insecure, and I think if we don't have the right father figures or the role models in our lives, we end up just like me. And I've hidden that security in taking drugs, pain medicine mainly, and sleeping medicine. I've done it in alcohol. I've hidden it in sex. I've hidden it in bad relationships. And I brought all that into a good relationship. And because I didn't cope with it and because I didn't deal with it, it's reared its ugly head, and it's driven a wedge between my wife and I. And in saying that, I didn't. I wasn't. My wife and I didn't have a typical marriage. We don't fight about politics, religion, or anything else. Just normal stuff, finances, kids, blended family, and but I would have a tone, or I would use sarcasm. Sarcasm is a defense. I've always been a sarcastic person. I just thought that sarcasm kind of was a way that you showed love and you gave people a hard time. But what I realized is a way to create a buffer to keep people at distance. And so that's kind of my point of all this is, we use things to get through life. And then when we're done and when we're grown, we still use them and we still bring them up and they still do damage. And you've got to relearn all of that. You've got to relearn how to love and how to not keep people at bay and use your defense mechanisms. Anger can be a good thing. It can be a great driving force and a great motivator, but if you use it for everything, it's not. And so In my anger management class that I'm taking, I'm learning a lot about how to release anger and avoid it in the first place. But the biggest thing is having to admit where it comes from and having to go back to my 8-year-old self and have a talk and say, hey, buddy, you're okay. You know, you're okay. It's a hard conversation. It really is. You know, you're not bullied anymore. You know, you don't have to, you don't have to be pushed around. You don't have to go out there and over try because your father wasn't in your life. And so if you take nothing away from this other than the fact of dive into your past and research and do it and want to become a better person, change your mind, change your mindset, focus on the positive, push your boundaries. You know, 4 weeks ago, I didn't think my wife was ever going to talk to me again. And we realized that we're friends and we miss each other and that we love each other dearly. And we're committed to working on each other, independent of each other. And it's hard. It's a motherfucker. I hate it. Fucking hate it. But I wouldn't be having this video chat session with you right now if it wasn't for the fact that it adds to my story and it brings value to what I'm telling you today. I'm living this journey out before your eyes. And I'm sharing it with you because my vulnerability may make somebody feel normal. And it may keep them away from alcoholism and suicide. And god dang, maybe it fucking stops them from making the same stupid mistakes that I have. You know, a lot of times we rely on our friends, families, wives, and we neglect them. And they're not standing by our side, they're standing behind us. And where they should be is by our side. Because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the support of my friends, my family, and my wife and my oldest daughter, who I'm not even speaking to right now. That sucks. So I can tell you I've gone through all this without drinking. I have done all this with a pretty clear mind, and I haven't had one suicidal thought. I haven't been suicidal. I have wanted to die. I felt unworthy. I felt like I didn't deserve happiness. I felt like a failure. And that's just my past talking to me. So if you see this video and you're feeling like that, there's light at the end of the tunnel, man. I'm not some fucking guru. Not yet, anyway. Can't wait to be called Yogi Rain. That's going to be kind of cool. But there's no magic. You gotta change your mindset, and you just gotta look in the mirror and tell yourself you're gonna do it. I mean, that's all there is to it. There's no one that can stop you from drinking. There's no one that can stop you from putting a gun in your mouth or to your head or pills in a glass or all this stupid shit that I tried, or drinking yourself to death, you know, because you quit caring. That's not the answer, man. It's not. You got to find happiness, and happiness starts within. And so go back, just really think about why are you unhappy, and write it all down. And then ask yourself what you can do about it. And then take a step. You're going to take a step forward. You might take 6 steps back, but you got to pick yourself back up and dust yourself off and say, okay, that fucking sucked. Let me take a step in a different direction. And in 2 years, maybe you're here having a video with people you don't even understand or know, or you don't even know why you're making the videos sometimes, but you're sober, you're happy, you have hope, you're chasing serenity, you have God on your side, and you're in a much better place. Because if I would have pulled that trigger, I would have destroyed everybody around me, and I certainly wouldn't be helping that number of people that I help today. And that's why I do this. And so, to all my haters, eat a fucking bag of dicks and get off my channel and don't listen to me. But for the people that support me and the people that are out there that need this, man, reach out to someone. You can email me. You can send me whatever. I don't always have the answers. But I know what it's like to be where you are. And I know what it's like to feel the need to make these videos because you feel like that's what God chose you to do. And so here I am, guys. Smile. Hang in there. Love you all. God bless.